So as we start the game, we're watching again from the point of view of New Star, and we're going into Game 2 of League of Liberty versus New Star. Are they going to run the same strategy? They're going to send their T69 up to the hill with the T1, the IS3s into the middle, and the AMXs together. But at the moment, it looks like the AMXs are splitting up, with Quartets staying in the middle. We don't see any lineup changes for either team, so they are very confident in what they've got. They must know that they misplayed, and that's why they lost, and they're not blaming anything else. So that's pretty cool. Lucky Russia and Drydor are going to be exchanging firepower again in the middle. And we're going to see if Drydor gets the better of Lucky Russia again. However, even with the HP advantage that New Star earned from this, they didn't win the battle. So, although this is important, it doesn't decide it. Hearing more crashes there as shots aren't penetrating and going through. Just checking the HP of everybody, and everyone is okay. No one's received any damage yet, significant damage. 51 Russ is opposite bad news over here, and he's obviously just trying to make sure that nothing comes down the banana. We have seen the T1s though, if they're not poking out occasionally, they can avoid anyone who's pushing down and be surprised still. So we've seen that before, where the T1 doesn't poke out and occasionally look. So that's what bad news is be looking for, to see when the T1 goes out, so they'll be able to take him down. Strako's on his own up here and does take a shell from his counterpart over here, and Vorts is going to go for another shot, and Goodnight is requesting that someone come and help him take down Streko. But the New Star does seem to not know what they want to do here. They don't want to be aggressive. They have Koretz here just in case something happens, but he's not committing to the hill just yet. Over in the middle, we've still got the New Star guys over here, but Rest in Peace has actually shown his hand. Rest in Peace was beforehand unsighted, and now he is sighted. So they've really revealed themselves, and maybe a little bit too early. I'm not sure about that. Now they know exactly where the enemies are, and because they know this now, we see that the crazy Belka, being crazy as he is, come down the far side to take out our impersonator there. Imperator. The Imperator. So the Imperator is taken down. That means New Star is blind to this side, and the enemy know exactly where they are. League of Liberty know exactly where New Star, and you see that Rest in Peace is going into formation to try and cover the far side, to make sure that any pushes come from this side, they will be ready for it. However, they shouldn't have revealed their hand. Revealing where you are shows the enemy where you're not. And that was the big mistake that Rest in Peace did by coming forward to try and help Bad News take out the T1. Now the entire team are down into this area here, leaving the T1 to guard the far pass. They're obviously expecting League of Liberty guys to take advantage of their knowledge and come through into the base. We'll see what the League of Liberty guys do any second now. It's a really quiet game as both teams are trying their best to make sure that they just poke around and that they will find out. They will find out soon enough if the enemy are going to take advantage of any of their mistakes. Now, New Star have redeployed back to their old positions. They panicked, they came down, grouped up, and then have returned slowly to their old positions, with the T69 going up the hill and the AMXs both down the B row. Lucky Russia is still off there and trying to get the advantage of Drydor, or maybe even Bad News, but so far they are at a complete standstill of even skill. You can feel the tension in the air as the T69s from Live to Surf and Streko are poking around, and we see Live for Surf actually get spotted here through the ruins, and he must think there's someone ahead of him, but it's not. It was some cross sighting here, probably from Goodnight or maybe even Dryador, that spotted him, and he must have panicked and returned back. That's pretty big. Now we know where the T69s are, and he's trying to figure out where he's being spotted from before he does anything. So League of Liberty are really confused on what to do here. I think they thought they knew where the enemy were, but now are really confused. So we have Bad News, Dryador, Good Night, and Votsk trying to make something happen. They're probing the front lines of League of Liberty. They may be one tank down, but this is not pushing them back. They are very confident in what they know and how to do it. Although they're one game down, they don't want to take too many risks. But they have to make something happen. Is League of Liberty are one game up. They're not so bothered if they take too many draws because they're one game up. They're winning. If they get 4 more draws in a row here, League of Liberty do win. Live for Surf is on this corner again, and he does receive a shot there from New Knight and his teammate up there at the top there. Vaz, what a shot, managing to hit the side of Live for Surf. That's great. The first HP exchange over here means that the Streko and Live for Surf are both damaged. So, although we're down 1 tank here over on New Star, Live for Surf and Streko on League of Liberty guys are down HP 2 on their combat tanks, which is a little bit more important. Although the T1s are obviously very important, when it comes to the big fight at the end, it's much less. But Mr. Crazy Belka did not turn around. He is still at the back probing the lines here of New Star. And he's going to be coming in now and fighting Rest in Peace head on. Streko is there with him now though, so we now know that we do have League of Liberty trying to push in, but Lucky Russia is so far behind. We've now spotted him over here at New Star. New Star know where Live for Surf is and his teammates, so they now would love to push upon these two guys. They know they're alone. Mr. Crazy Belka and Streko both taking damage. Streko now completely cut off from his teammates, receiving lots of damage now, 341 HP. If he takes 2 more shots, he is absolutely down. There's no way he's going to survive this encounter, but he's buying as much time as possible to make sure his teammates come in. Surprised New Star haven't responded more faster than this. Dryador and Bad News are still in their positions, knowing full well that the entire of League of Liberty are pushing down the 2nd and 3rd columns. We will see in a second if they fully committed, but 5 HP, 51 Rust gets away, and we do see incredibly interesting strategy here with 2 IS-3s and the T-69 from Vox, Bad News and Dryador of New Star pushing through, but we'll see Live for Surf is also retreating. They must have noticed this. What a great shot there against Live for Surf from Dryador. What an absolutely fantastic shot, trying to get some extra damage in. New Star have got a massive HP advantage now, with only Vox taking any serious damage here over at New Star. So now it's all about the positioning to see if one group of tanks can engage the other. Streko's still almost dead, but we need Koretz and Rest in Peace should push up and finish him off. He is on his own. They know he's on his own. Why are they not taking advantage of it? They're obviously getting a little bit of tunnel vision there and being a bit too cautious, but Rest in Peace is going around the outside here, trying to take him down, and we'll see in a moment if that's successful. Great formation here from New Star, being able to share damage at this location. The way that they rock forward, you'll notice, they can rock forward, take a shot, come back, and if any of them receive damage, the other ally can come forward and take any more shells, so make sure they share any damage around. The amount of guns you've got on the field is just as important as the amount of HP you've got. A lull in the action here with Vox, Dryador, Bad News trying to make something happen. What a great shot against Lucky Russia. Where did that go through? That must have gone right through the cupola. We'll see here if that's right. The cupola was hit. Yeah, just above the turret there. He hit. What a great shot there. That could not have worked out better if he tried. As you can see, the angle here is incredibly tight for Dryador and the rest of his team. Live for Surf is down to 127 HP, and Streko now is getting cut out, but he does manage to take out Rest in Peace. That is absolutely huge. That was something I should have caught. I don't realise how low he got, but Streko is getting out of there. I don't understand what New Star did there. Both of the T-50-100s could have easily gone in there and taken him down, but he's managed to give them a runaround and kill one. What a fantastic play there by Streko. We've got to see how much damage he's putting out here. And New Star now looking like they're in a lot of trouble as they get caught out, and Vox went forward, and I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. New Star completely out of position and now completely surrounded. League of Liberty are sharing the damage like bosses, and Mr. Crazy Belka goes forward to get some extra shot on Bad News, and he gets it. Pineko has to fall back as he receives too much damage. Crazy Belka can receive another shot, so he's being ballsy. One more shot into his side, and if he's lucky he can take another one, but unlikely. He's probably going to go down, but he does manage to take out Gyrodor in his IS3, and now Bad News is also receiving damage. That's great work there from Mr. Crazy Balka and the rest of League of Liberty. But Live for Surf was eventually taken out by Bad News, and New Star must be incredibly flustered after they had such an HP advantage, and the draw takes the precedence. They were both too cowardly, and New Star, even though they had the advantage, just couldn't seal the deal. 2,668 damage from Streko. That guy needs man of the match for game 2 of League of Liberty versus New Star. What did they do there, guys? I have no idea. New Star had the game in the bag. They had a massive advantage of HP and just didn't want to seal the deal. They were like, okay, we'll just not do anything. The two AMX 5100s could have gone forward, taken out Streko pretty easily, and although they would receive some damage, they would have taken him down and been able to come back to help their IS3s. The IS3s then would have been able to push forward with the HP and gun advantage and just rolled over the League of Liberty guys. However, they tried to do the peekaboo strategy, although they sacrificed many of their tanks. Their Vox, he went forward in the T69, got totally taken out. I had no idea why he went over there. And that means that the League of Liberty guys would have won that if it continued. But they were both too passive, getting them the second draw ever in Golden League. Now that was a bit disappointing from New Star. I expected a lot more from them from their performance in the first round. However, you know, as I said, people have different strategies on different maps, and some teams are more comfortable on other maps than others. You know, so we're not going to see the same results every single time, which is fantastic to see. And we'll see no changes so far are being reported, although rest in peace, Lucky Russia are ready. Okay, they're reporting already. We'll go into game and you can see what's going on. But everyone is ready to go, and it doesn't look like any big lineup changes are occurring. T69 is still there, 2 IS3 still there, 2 AMX 5100s. So we are going to be going into game 3 shortly, even though there's the scoreboard shows only 1 point going so far to League of Liberty. Yeah. Right, they're ready to go, and so we are going to see if the New Star guys can recreate the magic of their first game, where they the first set they had, where they won every single game. This far, they're game 3, and they still have yet to take a game away from League of Liberty. And League of Liberty really want these points as well, as they lost to Unity in the first set. So in their first set against Unity on Mines. Lots to say. Anyway, with this game going in, we are seeing